Today, we all know that the moment we wake up, we do a lot of activities like brushing our teeth, taking bath, helping your mother in many works. So, to do all these activities, you all know that we need energy. From where are we getting this energy? We all know that by eating food, from the food that we eat is converted into energy. So, what is present in this food that is changing into energy? The things that are present in the food, they are called as components of food. So, the components of food that are present are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Generally, you all like to eat biscuits and some junk food. When you carefully observe the biscuit packet cover, there will be a list of ingredients that you have already learnt in 6th class, and the other side you will see nutrients. So these components can also be called as nutrients of food. So under that heading nutrients, you will see the list of nutrients present in that particular biscuits that you are eating. There on the cover you will see that carbohydrates this much percentage, proteins, fats. So these are called as nutrients or components of the food. Now the question is, how will we be able to know what nutrients are present in which food? So today we will do few experiments where you can find or test the components which are present in the food. So first component that we are going to test is carbohydrates. How do we test carbohydrates? You have to take few food items. For example, here if you see, I have taken potatoes, rice and milk. So these are the 3 food items I have taken to test whether the carbohydrates are present in these food items or not. So to test the presence of carbohydrates, we need iodine solution. So I already prepared iodine solution. This is iodine where I have added some amount of water, here mineral water, and this is iodine solution. You can see the color of the iodine solution. It is brown in color. Is it visible? This is brown in color. Okay. So in order to test the carbohydrates, first, what will I do is, I will take rice in a test tube. See, I am taking rice in the test tube. And I am going to add iodine solution. What is the color of this iodine solution? It is brown in color. So, I am going to add iodine solution to this rice. Now, okay, so what is the color of this iodine solution here? This is brown in color. Now if you carefully observe here, the color has changed. Can you see the change in color? Here the color has changed to dark brown, and sometimes you can also take it as dark blue. Okay, now you can carefully observe here on the piece of paper. See here, the color has changed to dark blue. Okay. Now, I will take some milk, or you can even take curd. And I am adding some amount of iodine solution. See. Now compare these two colors. When I have added iodine solution to milk, you can see it is in the same brown color. And when I have added iodine solution to rice, the color has changed to dark blue. So here the conclusion of this experiment is, if the color of the food item changes from light brown to dark brown or dark blue, that food item consists of carbohydrates. And here in the case of milk, there is no change in the color. That means this food item does not contain carbohydrates. So how can we decide whether it has carbohydrates or not? By seeing the change in the color of the food item. From which color to which color? From light brown to dark brown, or to dark blue. And we'll see another test. I have taken potato and I am going to add iodine solution. See the change. You can see the potato color also has changed to dark blue. You can see here. That means potato also consists of carbohydrates. So how can we test the carbohydrates? By adding iodine solution. How will we know that carbohydrates are present? By the change in the color. From which color to which color? From light brown to dark brown or dark blue. So this is the test for carbohydrates. Now we will see another test, that is proteins. So we will take the same procedure. So for the test of proteins, you need two solutions. See, this is copper sulfate solution. I have taken copper sulfate in this beaker and then I have added water. And this is sodium hydroxide solution. I have taken the pieces of sodium hydroxide and added water in it. Now these two solutions will do the same as we have done for carbohydrates. I will take rice, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. You can use dropper or carefully I am adding copper sulfate solution. And then you have to add 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. What is the color here? It is blue color. Can you see? It is blue color. Okay. Now I will take another test tube. I will take milk. I will add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. And then I will add 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. See the color. Now we will compare both. This is rice, this is milk. Is there any change in the color? Here if you see, there is no change in the color. It is same as copper sulfate solution color. Okay? In case of rice. Now we will see in case of milk. Can you see? Is there any change in the color? Yes. This is blue and here the color has changed to violet color. So what do we understand from this experiment? In case if food item consists of proteins, by using copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution, if there is change in the color, from which color to which color? From blue to sky blue, or you can say blue to violet color. See, violet color. So if the color changes to violet color, then that food item consists of proteins. Okay. So how to do the experiment? You have to take the food item in the test tube, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution, add 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution, and if the color changes from blue to violet, then you can say that that food item consists of proteins. Okay. Now we'll see one last experiment. We'll see about fats. Now this is delicious Padusha sweet. Most of them we like this sweet, and I have taken white paper. Sorry to use this white paper. We all know that this paper is very precious because we get this paper from trees. We are cutting the trees and getting this paper. So I just ask everybody at this platform, don't misuse the paper because they are very precious. Now this is sweet. Okay. Now I want to find out whether this sweet has fats. What I have to do is, I will take the sweet, put it on the paper, and just you have to wipe the sweet with the white paper. What do you see here? You can see that this paper has become translucent. I think everybody knows what is translucent. Partially if light passes through an object, it is called as translucent object. You can see here, this part where I have wiped the sweet with the paper, it has changed to translucent. So if any food item is kept in a paper and if it is changing into translucent, that food item has fats. So in this way we can test the food items, the components or nutrients present in the food items by doing these experiments.